let's just tune into our Wu Chi stance. So be very particular how you place your feet. Draw the toes in, sink the hips, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders, relax the elbows and the wrists, relax the hips, the knees and the ankles. So we're just sinking down, we're lengthening up and we're breathing. So feel the hips sink, feel the head float up, and you're floating up through the back way point, the crown of the head, sinking your shoulders, and just feel that you've got lots of room in your body. So with your mind's eye, make some space in your body and just practice this soft, focused gaze. Hang on, I'll just adjust my feet so they're correct. So with the toes, you're relaxing the toes, but you're pulling them in a bit. And you're sinking down. And just be aware of your breathing. So feel the breath as it comes in and feel the breath as it comes out. So you're softly gazing forwards, you're listening behind and listening above. Really sink those hips. Okay, just focus on your lower back and open the Ming Men point. So that's relaxing the muscles either side of the spine. Be aware of your breathing and then just follow the breath in and out. And you're tuning into this quiet, still place. Lots of lovely room in the shoulders. Softly gazing forwards, listening behind and listening above. Relax around the jaw. Relax your muscles. So there's this soft feeling and the muscles sink. And there's this rising feeling in your supporting bones. So you're correctly aligned, you're feeling relaxed and comfortable. Really work on having correct posture, and then we'll just turn. That was great. So basically, that's all the secrets of Tai Chi now. And we're now really, now we've done the alignment, really feel that waist working. So we're going to do a sort of a repeat on what we done last week. So I'm not doing there's no new moves today. Well, actually, we've got some new footwork today, but from the point of view of the form, we're not doing any extra moves of the form this week or next week. Now, the week after is Christmas Day. There won't be a class. Sorry. I will be eating mince pies with abandon. And but we will be back on the and there won't be there won't be any on New Year's Day either. I'll probably be out bird watching. But we will be back on that. I think it's the 8th of January. And hopefully next year will be better. Yeah. We'll find out. But anyway, you're sinking your hips, you're turning and you're breathing. Very good. All through the body. And we're so you sink your hips, you gently draw the toes in, you lengthen through the spine, and we're just, as well as relaxing, tuning into that calm and clear place. We're connecting. So you want to feel that your body is connected, and also use your sleepy tiger eyes. So it can be quite easy and a bit of a temptation to kind of every now and then, I mean, it's okay to get distracted, but try and get quicker about noticing when you are distracted and then come back and do the exercise. So it's and also one thing I've worked out from Tuesday, I spent actually Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday with the Koskubas. I turned up to I turned up to 4 of their classes this week. It was wonderful, wonderful. Observing, working on your observational skills and giving yourselves time. If you see a movement, giving yourselves time to really look, work out what's going on and then follow it. So you really need to work on when you're in these classes. One thing I've found when I'm in my own classes and getting confused by the teacher is working on your own observational skills and paying attention. And that is an indication of your centeredness and how rooted you are. So the root is not just a physical root. It's a mind body thing. So it's your whole being, body, mind is rooted and centered. So it's this real, it's the clarity of mind as well. So if you notice that you're not getting something or you're getting distracted, that's normal. It is normal for to lose your concentration. But what Tai Chi practices do is give you the opportunity to practice getting it back and to practice noticing that you're no longer doing the exercise, your mind is elsewhere. So yeah, Very good. There we go. Are we? But so you wanna sink your hips. So yeah, New Year's resolution. Relax. Very good. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Let's really tune into the feet. So Eva did these wonderful foot exercises that what I'll do is I've written myself a note in my notebook, and I'm seeing them all day on Saturday, and I've written myself a note to ask Eva about the foot exercises, just in case I missed something, because you know, and then I think I pretty much got them, but you never know, I might not have been paying attention, so I'm going to ask her and say, look, what were the actual names? So it's very, very good. But in the meantime, let's do the forwards and backwards rock. So you want to, and while you're doing the foot exercises, really kind of expand, and we're rocking forwards and back. So you imagine you're the biggest person in the room. Actually, all of us are, if we think about it. But, you know, just, you know, own your space. So I was, yeah, Phil, if you want to get in touch, Jeremy Harmer does this amazing folk club every Friday and Wednesday, and I can only randomly turn up to them after I've done other things, but it's a wonderful, wonderful evening on Zoom, and there's a whole bunch of Americans come, and in particular there's a couple of very, very good unaccompanied folk singers, and even though they're in America and on a teeny tiny screen, you can really feel their presence and their voice. It's just wonderful. I'm well impressed with these young ladies singing these unaccompanied folk songs, but they're really owning their space and being in their space and feeling comfortable being in their space. So do check it out. So we're just breathing in and out. Relax around the jaw. And as you're going forwards and back, try and keep the point in which your weight is traveling through and from and towards consistent. So you want to get it to exactly the same point of contact in your feet. So try one foot. So focus on one foot and then focus on the other. And then try and focus on both and getting the point of contact consistent. So you want to relax the feet, but hold with the feet at the same time. So you're not like flopping or collapsing in the feet. There's this relaxed kind of poise in. So this will be a good one to do. You know, you might be waiting for your nut roast to bake on Christmas Day, and you can, you know, be doing a high level Tai Chi practice, and none of the other people in the household will realise that, you know, you can start thinking wise and profound thoughts. It's all very exciting. I know how to have fun. Okay, now allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot and just pay attention again. So yeah, yesterday afternoon I was busking outside Christian's house with Banjo Nick, and every now and then we had to stop to make sure we was in tune. this is like the same thing. You want to, you know, if you want to be quality, you want to be in tune. So that's it. We're nice and relaxed. We're just breathing. Now we're going to transfer our weight from 50-50 to about 60-40. And you want to keep the hips level and the shoulders level. Also got shown, some of you might have seen these already, some nice, it's called hand pounding exercises from Eva. And again, in this weather, you can get quite cold hands, so they're quite good. Some Chinese massage she learned. So I'm keeping my hips level. Level hips and level shoulders, very important if you want to successfully stand on one leg. And while you're doing these movements, you want to try and cut out any unnecessary movements. The other thing I did last night, I went to a gig online. It's a bit weird going out but not leaving your house, very strange. But it was a saxophone player and a piano player, and the solos of the saxophone was very good because it was all very, there wasn't any unnecessary notes in there. It was all very clear, very nice, smooth lines and things. Very good. It's the same thing. You want to just move as much as you need to, but do it really well. There you go. That's what I've worked out this week. And we're relaxing around here, relaxing, and we're relaxing in the knees. Okay, now we'll sync again, check your tuning, and then we'll go round and round in the circle. So start noticing with your feet. And then once you think you've got that cracked, just widen your awareness to include the rest of you. And then widen your awareness to include what you can hear, what you're sensing, the feeling of your clothes on your body. Following the breath, gently breathing in and out. So this is very good. All the a lot of the Tai Chi exercise help work your balance and coordination, especially in cold, damp weather. It's very useful to have a good sense of balance and also to be able to get your balance back. A bit like when your mind gets distracted, you come back to focusing and paying attention. So nice and tall, and you're using your sleepy tiger eyes to look forward. So you're kind of surveying your territory. And then we'll go in the other direction. So in the Tai Chi Classics, one of the translations I've got, it says, move like a cat. So cats are very good at paying attention and being relaxed. Again, sink the hips, sink the shoulders. Notice the sensation of the feet, and then we'll do the figure eight. We will get round to doing some Tai Chi. Sorry. That's the problem. I go and spend a few hours with the Koskubas and Barry McGinley. I've seen him as well, and it's just you end up doing more of less, I've noticed. But you really want to really get into those feet. Okay, now go in the other direction. So I was on my own. I was the only person who turned up to the class on Tuesday night, and I had both of them giving me tips. It was almost like mind blowing, really. Okay, so improving your quality of mind, something that Mike emphasizes in his classes. Let's just carry on. So really relaxed, really floppify and relax your arms. Now we've been working on our alignment, should feel a little more connected through the arms. We won't spend too long with the loosening exercises because I would like to do some form today. Never mind. And then turn the palms up. So you feel that chest open. It's lovely open feeling, and relax the shoulders. Relax, and we're sinking the shoulders, sinking the hip. We've got this lovely springy, bouncy feeling. There we go. And we're breathing. And change. So make the transition smooth, and also if you have a kind of image of a non-stick pan that's slightly warm with a knob of butter in it, and the butter's starting to slide about, that's what the arms, as soon as you've got them in place, they need to let go immediately, like they're just sort of sliding off. I will be doing a loosening exercise video. I'm trying to sort that out. I've also want to sort out a better quality video of the latter parts of the 24-step form, but I need a better quality video camera, although for the loosening this will do. And up there on YouTube channel there is a film from the summer of me outdoors doing the moves from mainly the kicking part. It's up on YouTube in the Grey Heron Internal Arts YouTube channel, so do check it out. I mean, you can still think, if you watch the video lots of times, you can still learn from it, but I'm trying to look into getting a better quality camera so it's less grainy looking. So watch the alignment of your knees in line with the toes, nice springy bouncy feel, and then we'll do one more each side, and then we'll do the just let the arms drop. Oh, that's it. And we're all breathing very nice and tall. So we should all have super good posture this morning. And relax around the shoulders, sink the hips. Breathe. And then we'll change. We'll leave out Barry's one today. We've got to do it later, those of you that come into the later class. We're just swinging. Really relax in the, I'll show you this from the side. Really relax in your shoulder joint. And also think more. So on Tuesday, I was doing some punching with Carell, and he was saying, think more about the arm that's going back. And if you do it the same in this exercise, it kind of helps it work better. So focus on the arm that's going behind. And really let go in that arm. Okay, now try and make it a bit smaller and see what it feels like. Spend a little time in the smaller one. So much smaller movement. Okay, even smaller. Even smaller. So it's like, don't give nothing away. There you go. And just notice, really let go in the waist more. Okay, now make it bigger. And just make a mental note to yourself what you noticed. Think more about the arm as it goes back. Very nice. And then breathing and relaxing. Okay, very good. Let's get into, we'll do the big bow and arrow stance and the big loosening exercises, and then we'll have a look at Eva's footwork exercises, and then we'll do some Qigong and hopefully finish before next year. So I'll do it from the diagonal so you can see a bit more. So I think I'm doing my tuning first. Check your tuning. Get really focused. But it's not a small focus, it's a wide focus. So you're aware of yourself and your surroundings. Bow and arrow stance. Sink the hips, sleepy tiger eyes, listen behind and above. And we just sink forwards and back, just do that 3 times just to get into your posture. Okay, now we go forwards and back with the really floppy, fine, relax the arms, and think of your legs as being springs. So you've got this springy feeling, and I'll show it more from the front actually, the front diagonal. Springy feeling in the body. And we're breathing. Fab. Yeah, good. Okay, then 2 turns per leg. 2 turns per leg. If you're practicing these ones at home, do be careful of like cups of tea on tables and stuff. So you want to make sure you've got enough room to do your exercises in. That's one of the advantages of training outside. I was outside this morning. It was actually quite warm compared with the other days I was out there. But you tend not to whack so many things when you're outside. There's more room. Oh dear. Use your eyes. Okay, shake out. Right, we better do that the other side so we're not wonky. So you wanna take your time to get your vertical alignment first. Connect to the ground. Relax. Then you place your feet in a very deliberate and intentional way. And we'll start with this one. So really let go in those shoulders. And we're lengthening through the back and softly gazing forward. So that's it. Yeah, much smoother, everybody. And we're all breathing. So, and while you're breathing, every now and then follow it, just to kind of make sure. Okay, 2 turns. Really relax the arms. One more each leg. Shake out. Right, that should have murdered everybody's legs. Let's do some more. I'll just have I'll have a quick early water break. Very good. So Eva's foot exercises. I'm going to bring down the laptop a bit so you can see the feet a bit better. Hang on. Right, so observe. So she had 3 I've got them written down here just to make sure, because I only learnt them on Tuesday. Okay, we've got some leg exercises. We've got chicken step, cat step, I think it's called. That's what I'm calling it. Oh, that's too low down. Hang on, let's sort this out. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Cat step, tiger walking, side step, donkey kick, monkey king takes a seat, and wild goose spreads wings. I will leave those down there just to remind me. So with the chicken step, it's just like your normal 2-part walking drill. So you transfer your weight, you go heel toe, you transfer, and you come up heel toe, heel toe. So I only move my weight once the foot has contacted with the floor. Show it from the side. And it's a short step. Heel toe. Now you transfer your weight and you keep your hips level. This is very useful for when we do the standing on one leg thing. Very nice. And we're tall through the head. So you want to look, when you're looking, you want to look eye level. You don't need to look on the floor. So you want to be eye level looking. So you're upright. So think of the head as floating. Your head is floating. So try a few. Now when you step backwards, so she was getting us to step forwards and backwards, you go toe, heel, put the foot down, then transfer the weight. Toe, heel, put the foot down, and then transfer the weight. So the other thing, oh yeah, just relax a sec. Just relax a sec. The other thing, I went to a meditation half-day retreat on Sunday. We missed Dr. John Peacock. He's a PhD in like Buddhism and stuff, and he's very, very clever. And he was talking about the walking meditation and how the Western practitioners compare with the guys he met in India who were refugees from the Himalayas, and he trained with them, and all very nice, very, very, actually very, very nice monks. And he said the thing that he finds amusing is when he's teaching the walking meditation with the Westerners, he's saying it's like watching the walk of the condemned. And that really kind of struck, you know, what you want to do is you want to kind of enjoy what you're doing rather than turn it into like an attrition thing. So when you're walking, you know, obviously don't have a massive grin on your face or nothing, but at least try and enjoy what you're doing as well as getting it correct. There you go. Try again. And notice what you're noticing. Okay, now try the backwards again. And less serious, everybody. Well, take the practice seriously, just not yourselves. It's just a lot easier that way. So, right, so that is chicken walking. You can imagine the chicken in the farmyard. Although I've never actually seen a chicken walk backwards, but, you know. So we're breathing. Fabulous. Okay, have a little shake out. Right, next on the list, cat walking. Now, this one's quite good. What you do is you lift your knee and then you put your foot down without moving your weight forward. You place the foot, and then once the foot is in the correct position, then you transfer your weight. And it kind of is a bit John Cleese-like. And she got us doing it really slow. We're nice and tall. So, you know, like how cats, they'll lift their paw up and then they'll put it down really slowly. You've got to do the same. So you lift up your cat paw, you place your back cat paw, you place it down, then you transfer the weight. And you keep your hips level and your shoulders level. And then you can go backwards. I think I might have seen cats. They kind of go back when they're about to pounce on something, don't they? Now, you want to be unhurried. So get the foot correctly placed first. Then you move back. So you've got to be very particular about what is happening with the feet. Very useful when we do form. And you'll notice it's working your hamstrings, walking backwards in this very deliberate and slow way. Right, we'll do cat walk that way and that way. Do you know, I'm getting the feeling we won't do any of what we did last week. Oh, well, never mind. So much for plans. There we are. We'll walk like a cat. So get really into your inner feline. There we go. And we go backwards. And we're smooth, soft and slow. And elegant. And poised. That's it. And we're looking forwards, listening behind and above. So really like you're on the prowl. Fab. Okay, have a little shake out. Next. Tiger walking. So what you want to do is you want to get onto the ball of your foot, and then we're just going to go, imagine you're a tiger on the prowl. We're going to go forwards and back on the ball of the foot and the toes. It's great for balance. I found this a bit tricky, actually, especially the backwards walking. Apparently it's easier, faster. They've got this running tiger, but we won't do that today. But in your own time, you can go for a little run on your toes, right? Side step. Sink. Transfer. Heel. Toe. Transfer the weight. Sink. transfer. Step, heel, toe. Get the contact. Then you transfer. Okay, now we're going that way. We'll go along there a bit. Heel, toe. But keep your weight in that leg. So get your foot in the right place. Feel the contact with the foot. Then you transfer the weight. Then you bring the foot up to the other foot. Sink the hips. So eventually you want to keep, rather than going up and down, you want to keep it smooth and this sunk all the time. But do what you need to in order to get the move as close as you can at the moment. So I've lifted my foot. I've gone heel, toe. Now for practice, if you've got a bit of tape, you can put a tape line on the floor, and then so you can feel the tape under your feet, and then you're not going too far forward or too far back with the foot that you're sidestepping with. Then bring the other foot in. Now transfer the weight. So there's this weight transfer in the middle. Heel, toe. Have a look down at, oh, that's gone too forward. Get it in the right spot. Then get your posture. Do good posture. Then you transfer the weight. Keep the hips sunk. Bring that in. Sink. Step, heel, toe. So it's just a very short side step. It's not massive. It's short. And my other knee is slightly bent as well. My legs haven't straightened at all in this. So I now realise why I can feel my legs so much this morning. Oh my goodness. Right, now we're going the other way. Heel, toe. Knee in line with the foot. Transfer your weight. Look forward. So use your kinesthetic awareness to tell where your feet are. Or use the camera. So you can check that your hips are level by looking at your shoulders and checking that they're level in your own camera. Okay, so we could have hours of fun doing that. So that was the side step. Right, donkey kick. I'll show you from the rear diagonal. So what she did, she transferred the weight and then raised the leg up. And then put the leg down, transferred the weight and raised the leg up. So it's tempting to kind of lean. Don't lean. You want to stay upright. Look at it from the side. And think about, I've seen donkeys do this. I really like the Sidmouth Donkey Sanctuary. It's my favourite place. I wanna live there actually, because it's so nice. It's just like being at the Carmelite Retreat Centre in Oxford, except they've all got furry ears. And I've seen them do that with their legs. And they like to jump around and run around. And there we are, donkey kick. And you just leave that, and then eventually you can just stand there. One thing I noticed with the donkeys in Sidmouth is how relaxed they all were. And there was this one donkey, and it stood under the brush for like, it didn't even wink, and its ears didn't twitch. And I was like asking Mike, do you think that donkey's real? It's not moved. Yes, it's a real donkey. Look, you can see it breathing. Oh yeah, okay. It was doing standing practice better than I could. So you want to stand on one leg for a bit, but you want to be upright. It wasn't a wonky. Don't be a wonky donkey. Be an upright donkey. Whoops. Whoop, my donkey's gone wonky. Right. So no wonky donkeys, everybody. There we are. Upright. That's it. So. Show you. So upright. That means you're in tune. Yeah. that's better. Yeah, you've all dewonked. Great. Okay, next. Oh, now this is one of my favourites. I think it's fab. It's called Monkey King Takes a Seat. So there was this big legend in China on the Monkey King. I'll put my put that up a little bit. So it was if you look up the Monkey King and Chinese culture, you'll see all the stories about it. It's a very good translation from the early 1900s that I read. Was it Thomas Cleary? I can't remember, but it was from the Journey to the West, it's called. But anyway, so what you do is you start, so watch. I'll show from the diagonal and I'll show from the side, just so you can see. So what you do is you're folding here, you're lengthening through the spine and you're looking forwards rather than down. You want to look along. And the nice big feeling in the arms. And it says Monkey King takes a seat. So I go like that. That's from the diagonal, and from the side it looks like this. So that movement, actually, if someone's trying to grab at you, it's a way of breaking someone's trying to grab you from a self-defense point of view. But anyway, for a health point of view and posture, works your legs. You'll find out. So Monkey King takes a seat. Now you can go to here, and that's just as good. And you come back to your upright position. And then Monkey King takes a seat. Fab. Okay, now if you're feeling reckless, what she was getting the more advanced people to do was to squat, but you might not be able to get back up again. I will just demonstrate it, but probably just stick, don't, not too enthusiastic a monkey this morning. So you can actually go all the way down, and I'm still staying upright, and then come up if you want. I'll do the big one, but see how so Monkey takes a seat, or Monkey King takes a seat. So you've got a big crown on your head. Maybe you're going to get your grapes or something, or you. Show you from the side. So I'm looking forwards, I'm listening behind. So I'm lengthening. And my knees aren't going forwards. I'm sinking back. So the hips, so it's like I've got a seat here that I'm about to sit down on. And back up. Right, once more. Really good. This is very good for your legs. That's code. Okay, the next one is called Wild Goose. Hang on. Wild Goose Spreads Its Wings. I'm so glad I wrote that down. I could have said complete and utter rubbish if I hadn't written it down. So the arms are like this. Actually, I'll have to change the thing. Let's just do that. So the arms float up, and I'll show it from the diagonal. So let's just read. Lift arms, step back, weight forward, toes on floor or off. So you lift arms, you step back, and the toes are on the floor or they're off the floor. So we'll do a few one side and then we'll do a few the other. So this is another good one for the balance. So you lift your arms, spread your wings, step back with your toes, and then just allow them to float off the floor. So this is a good balance. And then you come back. And she also started from a closed Wu Chi. So it wasn't like a big Wu Chi. She started it from a closed Wu Chi position, I think. My diagrams, I drew some stick people, but they're a bit rubbish actually. So anyway, we go up with our wings, we sink into that leg, and we step back with the other leg, and then you just allow that to raise off the floor. And it's quite tricky to balance from, isn't it? Let's do one more this side, and then we'll do some more the other. Okay, let's try the other side. So closed wuchi. So it's not very, very close together, but it's not massive apart. It's a sort of closed, yeah, closed wuchi. Raise the arms, step back, toes on the ground. And eventually you can just step back with a foot off the ground each time. Now you want to keep your hips level, and then you come back. And think of a graceful movement. 3, raise the arms, then do the legs. Eventually this all happens at the same time, but for now, for the beginning, it's good to just break it down. So raise arms, step back, raise the foot. And you're lengthening through the spine. Okay, raise arms, step back, and raise the foot. Great. And that was all the foot exercises I learned on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. Isn't that horrible? Anyway, that was just cruel, really. So sink down. Yeah, we're better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do rooting down, and then we're going to do part the wild horse's mane health exercise, and then part the wild horse's mane walking exercise. So we will have actually done some of the form. And just look at the videos from last week and the one I did, the training one on the latter end of the form. See if you can join in that way. But this is all be very useful when we do get round to doing some form. So well, just nice and relaxed. So you should all feel nice and connected and more balanced. Very good. So we just do this. One more, and then we'll go into a wider stance, and then go into part the wild horse's mane health exercise. So get yourself nice. And now we've done the Monkey King, we should feel nice and solid in our legs. And yeah, do send us an email, and I'd be interested, because I can't stick around because I've got to go and get picked on by Barry next. But do let us know what you thought of Eva's foot exercises, and I will ask her if she's got any more, because she's about 12 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 12 years ago. I went to day workshop with the Koskubas, and it was all about balance and falls prevention, Tai Chi for what we used to call falls prevention. That's now called strength and balance. So it would be called now Tai Chi for strength and balance. But there was a lot on by emphasizing the feet, you can really help people's balance. So that's it. So you want your elbow, when you're holding the ball, you want your elbow slightly lower than the arm. So it's not like that, it's like that. So it's a rounded shape. And then you're like this. There we go. Palm up, palm down. Now feel the dynamic between your two hands. Now you come across. Now you hold the ball. Now you transfer the weight. And we're keeping our hips and shoulders level. We're breathing. And we got another. That's lovely. We'll do one more time with a health. Okay, and then we'll go for a little walk. So part the wild horse's main walking exercise. So now we've been working with our feet should be just so. So remember, we're only moving the weight once we've established the contact. And keep your hips sunk, nice rounded shape in the arms at all times. Actually, there's this rounded shape. Okay, I'll have to show the hand pounding exercise next week because we've completely run out of time. Aha. And then we'll go for another walk in this direction, and then we're better. So rounded shape in the arms. Turn the waist, move the weight, look forwards, good posture, sink back, turn, hold the ball. So do it correctly, be upright. That's it. And we're breathing and we're all very relaxed. Fab. Okay, then shake out and then, right, let's do 3 of these and then we'll do some embrace tiger. Well, that was a very good class. I thought you all looked very good. Yeah, enjoy what you are doing, or, you don't have to enjoy it all the time, but just take these moments of joy and just notice them when something good happens and you think, oh, that's nice. It's a bit like the saxophone player. There was this Thelonious Monk piece they started with. He did this lovely solo and I felt, oh, that's nice, Sink and lengthen through that was 3, wasn't it? Okay, I can't count. Yeah, free improvising musician. It was I was at a festival a few weekends ago, online festival, playing at one, and then on Tuesday one of the long-term free improvisers quipped that none of us can count properly. That's why none of us played jazz. So there you go. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and out. And we're tall through the spine. Okay, let's do one more. Make it really good. Really good. Good posture, nicely aligned. That's it. Fab. Okay, and then we'll see if it works this week. Rub the hands together. So we're going to look super young now. Polishing the face. And then rub the hands together and give your lower back a rub. So that will help. And relax the shoulders, sink the hips. Nice and tall through the body. Relax around the jaw as well. And then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and bow. Great.